probably one of our traveling strategies we should have thought of, which is make sure your camera is charged. Which is a good strategy is take a camera. Take your phone. Your phones nowadays have amazing cameras in them. Take pictures. A few years ago, we went out and rode our motorcycle and rode through the redwoods, the coastal redwoods, and it was so beautiful. Guess what? Got pictures because it was just such a great ride and so beautiful. It wasn't something we thought to do. So take a camera with you. DT here has taken some beautiful pictures so far this year, especially on this trip. One part of the trip we came from kind of the desert area over a little mountain pass into an area that was had fog, and we drove down into the fog and through the fog, and just the beautiful pictures of the oaks out in the pastures was pretty neat. So take a camera is a good strategy, and if you do take a camera, make sure that you have plenty of power to keep it charged. So another thing we like to do is eat. And so part of our trips are
centered around the eating.
Yeah, centered around. But our a lot of people are like, oh, I just want to get there. Ours is more about the journey than it is just the destination. And so there's certain things. If you live in Texas, you have Whataburger. If you live in California, you have Del Tacos and In-N-Out burgers and stuff like that. And so,
those are just fun to do.
Yeah, fun to do type things. Also, you can find some value at, like Del Taco, a bean burrito. I think it was under $1.50 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if you ever go to San Jose, oh my gosh, there are so many different varieties of food.
Oh yeah, we had.
You can eat very well too.
And and San Jose is kind of the epicenter of Silicon Valley, and so the cost of living at that place is just totally insane.
Well, yeah, and food is expensive.
Yeah,
too.
Food's expensive.
But it's delicious.
And there's some great places, and so a really nice restaurant. And it's one of those restaurants that doesn't take reservations. It's first come, first serve. And so
Original Joe's?
Original Joe's. It was...
and it was fun.
It was fun. We had a great waiter. And that's one of the things is don't cheap out if you're going to go out on these adventures to eat. Remember, a lot of these wait staff, they...
that's their living.
Yeah, they make their money by tips, not by an hourly wage. In fact, they're usually paid a very horrible hourly wage, and rely on tips for their income. And so if you're going to go to a restaurant, make sure you tip the server and don't be cheap on it and like, I don't have any money left. I spent it all on eating whatever it was I was eating. Planning that budget, and that's one of the things is plan ahead. We you have a smartphone, use it. There's tons of checkbooks and money management apps that you can put on there. Set yourself a budget, put that number in there, and start making sure you have enough money to do what you want to do. And make your own adventures. Don't rely on something else. One of our things we like to do is go out and look at Christmas lights. And And so there's a lake in San Jose somewhere, because it's such a big metro area. I have no clue where I was going. That they set up Christmas light displays in the park that you could drive around and drive through, and there was a radio station that was synced to the music, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that. I mean, I missed driving around El Paso, looking at all the Christmas lights in the neighborhoods. But this was just as nice.
Yeah, no, and it was fun, and it was one of those bring your own snacks and bring your own refreshment. So we stopped and
got some donuts.
Got some chocolate donuts from the grocery store and some drinks and
non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. We don't drink and drive. But make sure you have those things. Sometimes it's just the real simple little things that make the experience, not the huge planned, overly planned things. One of our traditions is for Christmas dinner. We're both volunteers, and so in our organizations that we volunteer for, I think we had 5 or 6 ham or turkey dinners before Christmas. So ham and turkey is just not on the top of our list of something to have. So we have a traditional lasagna competition, and whoever's hosting that year gets to make the lasagna, and it was quite tasty.
Well, it just seems like lately Katie always gets it and ends up doing the lasagna even if she's at the house.
Well, she's the smartest one in the group, so we let her do the strategic.
Usually we're volunteering doing something beforehand anyway.
Yeah, we're usually doing something. So this year during Thanksgiving,
we did the parade and she cooked.
We're clowns for the Shriners, and part of Americana is Shriners in parades, and we're clowns, and we have our little funny car, and we drive along, and everybody goes, "Oh, look at the cute car!" And then Daisy the clown hops out and takes pictures with children, and we have a great time. And then when we get home, we have a great meal with the family, because that's what we do. But another strategy is time management.
We're not that great at that.
Yeah.
That's something we're still working on.
We were pretty excited to get out to California, so it was easy for us to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get on the road and get going, and
Today, on the other hand, we didn't get up until about 9.
Yeah, we chose to be rested, because that's one of the things is traveling is work. And if you're not used to that work, you're going to get yourself exhausted and tired and depleted and grumpy. She's not grumpy. She's Daisy. But enjoy your trip. Our plan is to try to get there, around dinner time or something like that. That's not going to work out for us today.
Yeah, I really don't like. I don't enjoy driving at night.
Yeah, so we try not to do that. Look ahead. We use weather apps all the time, and that's another strategy is watch the weather. We were in Oklahoma a couple of years ago, and we were going to go visit some friends up by Oklahoma City.
Those plans changed really fast.
And so when the tornado warnings started going and all that kind of stuff, we called our friends, and they're like, no, you want to go the opposite direction. We'll catch up with you guys, some other time.
Next year, yeah.
And
that was one of those we felt like we were racing the storm.
Yeah, we use a couple of weather apps, and that's another thing is kind of organize yourself so you know where the things are. It's like, oh, hey, where's my weather app? Well, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but have your apps organized in a folder. DT does not like that. Using phones passing trucks. But
or using phones when you're driving,
yes.
period.
So we use rain alarm to kind of watch the weather, and then a good GPS that we use is called Copilot. So that's one of the things is use your phone apps and stuff like that. And traffic is just not very light out there. So I suppose that's a good thing, is not distract yourself with apps and stuff like that.
I have a hard time having semis on both sides of me. I don't like that.
Yeah, we're in semi-land right now. There's certain rules for semis, like they're, in some states they're not allowed in the left lane. That they're supposed to stay in a certain lane. Out here in the Wild West of Arizona, that doesn't seem to be an issue because
on all sides.
Yeah, we just saw a car accident with, not saw the accident, but the results of an accident where a car fell off of a car hauler trailer. And so guess what is directly in front of us? That's right. Car hauler. So we've got a truck that passed us on the left. We got it passed on the right. We're going to get over here in the fast lane and get away from this. Which, when we travel, on the motorcycle, we try to get away from all the vehicles possible as quickly as possible, so that you're not in their blind spot or.
Well, and on the motorcycle, I just like taking the less traveled routes.
Yeah, we don't mind 2-lane freeways. And out here in Arizona, there's plenty of the highway patrol and that watching these things. But it doesn't seem like they're acting upon a lot of this stuff. But, all right, we can breathe again.
Stress.
Well, and that's part of one thing is that, if I'm going to drive across Texas, I probably do not want to show up to Houston at 5 o'clock in the evening, because there will
anywhere.
Yeah, there's just going to be so much traffic and that. Where we live in El Paso, for us, because we don't have to travel on I-10 or any of the freeways. Traffic jam is that we hit 2 red lights on the way to wherever we were going. Not to say there's not some traffic, because I-10 does get pretty full, especially if there's an accident or something like that. So, what else do you think about traveling? How about packing? What do we tend to do?
We overpack.
Yeah, we tend to overpack.
Wish we could be more like our daughter. She's an expert.
Our daughter's pretty expert. She travels a lot for her business. So she's gotten used to,
a go bag.
A go bag, and we're down to 2 giant backpacks and a cooler, which is what we needed for this trip. But
probably could have managed one backpack.
If we're on the motorcycle,
we're better on the motorcycle than we are on the truck.
We'll have a change of clothes, our rain gear, first aid kit, some basic tools, stuff like that we could pack in there, and sometimes we even overpack that. One of the strategies is if you buy something, you have to get rid of something. So if I buy a new t-shirt, which t-shirt am I giving up? We've been on trips like that several times.
Yeah, you can always mail it, but
yeah, I mean, they do deliver mail to almost everywhere, so you could have it shipped back. But also, have stuff that's adaptable.
I think just overall it's just enjoying the trip.
Because we've definitely overpacked. I don't know if you can see behind us, but that's
A mattress.
A full-size mattress that is folded
Practically
up.
new.
Yeah.
Our daughter decided to get a new bed and mattress.
Yeah, she went to a different size
So I
bed for
figured-
her apartment, just to give her some different room and options. And so
I couldn't see getting rid of it because it's too nice.
so you're like, you have a truck. Why isn't it in the bed of the truck? Because that's where everything else is. The bed frame.
We went to we went to IKEA.
That's another thing is part of your strategy is,
Where's the IKEA?
yeah, where's the IKEA? There's certain stores that people are just obsessed with, and we're not obsessed because that would be a problem, and we don't have any obsessions. But if there's an IKEA, we usually do make a stop and wander through it forever.
Yes, we dedicated one whole day for IKEA day, and that was my day.
And so we had a great, find little knickknacks and, that bathroom rug that everybody loves.
Needless to say, you were tuckered out at the end of that day.
It was a rather long day.
But you got to have your day.
Yeah.
We went to Harley Davidson store.
Yeah, having a motorcycle, I have to go to the Harley Davidson store and
Get a t-shirt.
get a t-shirt or a poker chips or stuff like that. But we didn't just go to a Harley store.
No, I know. I'm just giving you a time.
We went to-
But you know what we didn't do this trip? We didn't go to any RV stores.
yeah, we didn't go to any RV stores because I think we have everything that you could possibly have for an RV. Try to have something, if you are going to get something, make sure, besides clothes and stuff like that. But if you got to have a doodad for your trailer, is it really that important that you have it, or is it something?
Well, or try and make sure that it has more than one use.
Yeah,
I mean, we've gotten pretty good about that.
we try to have things, our storage.
Remember when we first started out in the RV?
Yeah, we took everything in the world.
We had everything you could imagine.
And then what we did is when we got back is we took out
Half the stuff.
all the stuff we didn't touch. Standing over let's go straight down that little sewer pipe. And so it's kind of like socks in a dryer. That's where it's going to go, and that's going to be it. So what are you going to do? So those little extra parts, we try to keep that. Tie down straps. Simple little things that really help when you need it. Or zip ties. We have tons of stuff that are zip tied. Not everything's zip tied together, but we use zip ties a lot.
Well, we use it for track and cross country.
Yeah,
too. So
or you could do duct tape, or if you really want to get serious, get some Gorilla tape. That stuff. Be careful, you'll end up stuck to something. We're just kind of rolling around here. I think we just went by Picacho Peak with the beautiful saguaros, and we'd show you, but guess what?
It's not on a twirly thing.
Yeah, we forgot to bring the twirly thing. And disconnecting it would cause it to look like we're through
An earthquake.
a 9 on the Richter scale earthquake. But, it's that image of what you think Arizona is, with the beautiful hills and the cactuses and the sun, and also, there's places along, we talked about it a little bit earlier with the James Dean. One of the most notorious tourist traps along I-10 here in eastern Arizona is the Thing.
We always stop there.
Which I have never actually gone through the little museum thingy to see the Thing.
The kids have. I mean, when they were growing up,
when
they
our
all
kids.
went through it.
But
Now he's not willing to pay the $5.
yeah, I'm not
But
gonna.
it used to be a quarter.
Yeah, I think it was a quarter or 50 cents. Long time. That was a long time.
Well, we've
but
been traveling.
What's more
30
important
years.
is next to the museum is of course the gift shop, where you can get anything you need, including fireworks.
And it seems like we always find something that we can't live without.
But I never leave with fireworks for some reason. No, we don't get fireworks. But there's always something that's kind of cute there, or, little gift things. We've kind of made that as our place to find a silly gift.
Yeah. Which, I don't remember.
We need to
We run into that.
make sure we take pictures of these things so we know. File it away.
Or she needs to move somewhere else and we can start traveling in a different direction.
Yeah.
That would-
Well, if we travel north, there's Klein's Corners.
Well, yeah. Which we did that for so
Yeah.
many years.
Which apparently is the official place for the JT and DT family to buy their Minnetonka
Moccasins.
moccasins,
Yeah. Was for years and years and years.
or trying to think of the tourist trappy thing that would be east of El Paso. We don't really have like a
Well, Buc-ee's.
roadside. Well, in Texas we have Buc-ee's. Of course, you have to go there because their sandwiches are insanely large. And with you,
Yes.
if you're gonna do this very Americana type experience of traveling the Mother Road, or I'm more happy about the Thing because it has a Dairy Queen stuck on the side of it, and
Oh, when we were at the motorcycle, that's always
yeah,
a
and
nice stop.
so getting an ice cream or some beef jerky, or saltwater taffy because you're somewhere that has a taffy factory. Any of those little snacks, and find your favorite regional food there and enjoy that. Sometimes we'll stop. We're originally from Colorado, and just the spices and stuff like that we grew up on, you can't find where we're at. So we'll stop at a little tiny grocery in the middle of nowhere just to pick up some, I know it's blasphemy, but Colorado chili powder versus chili from Hatch, New Mexico. To some people those are fighting words, but that's one of the things is we're in Hatch, New Mexico. What are you going to stop and do? You're going to get some green chilies that are roasted, take them home, separate them, package them, put them in the freezer so you have them all year long. Coming down the road, next thing you know, it looked like we were in Odessa, Texas, with all the oil wells. traffic again. And probably one of the last strategies is sometimes it's just kind of boring.
Which is why JT likes to do the YouTube channel.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying doing this, but as I look over at DT here, she's texting a friend.
Candy Crush.
And so playing Candy Crush. So